Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by the one, the only Jaden Rogers of Brighton Football. How's it going, buddy?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, off season, how has that been going for you guys?
It's been going very good for us. I think we've had at least 45 guys plus in the weight room. Every day we've had weights, doing nothing but getting after it. The energy with this team, the bonding I think we've gotten. I think I could have a very personal conversation with about anyone I wanted to. I could go up and, if I needed to tell you something super deep and personal with these guys, I think I could. Like it's that kind of relationship with these guys, and
Yeah,
it's going good.
yeah. So, we'll get to you personally in a minute, but I just keep hearing that from everybody that's been on here. A lot of you guys, are much closer together, and the biggest thing is, I know a lot of you did not, you know, you know, I know last year was not what you guys wanted, but I mean, you still made the playoffs and all that stuff, and there were still obviously some good moments, but obviously not what you wanted overall. But what's that kind of like going into a big year where almost everybody is coming back and also some new faces as well?
It's big. It's like a chip on your shoulder. Personally, for me, it definitely is. And I think when you talk to the other guys on the team, 100%, like, it's cool making the playoffs the last 2 years. I mean, no one likes to go one and done, but I think that's been a good motivation for a lot of these guys, is just to not go one and done and keep striving for more, because we know we got more, especially with this group of guys. I think we have more.
Yeah. Just overall, I think you have just I know you've made some big news yourself over the off season. Just kind of talk about these camps and what you've what that's been like and all that. Just tell me what your summer's kind of been like for you.
So for me, it's been just a ton of weight room, ton of out on the field working with some private trainers and just working on my craft. Camp wise, I did one camp. I did the showcase camp just to get out there, just to get what the feels like. Because obviously, being committed, I don't need to be, going every weekend to a different college to get my face in the front of coaches. But it's more about just making sure I'm as sharp as I am for week one and going into the season. So
Absolutely. Well, let's I know you mentioned your commitment. Um, I mean, if it's not fairly obvious, or you haven't been paying attention, of course you're committed to West Point to join Army. What is that? What was that like to join the West Point Academy? What really kind of sold you?
for me, it's always been a goal, or I guess dream of mine, to serve all the way. I mean, I was a young age and my mom brought up this academy called West Point, and we'd look through the flyers and always had it in the back of my mind as an option. And obviously, as football progressed and I realized I could have the option to do both and play football and serve my country later in my life, I figured I'd jump on it because it wasn't getting any better than that.
Yeah. To have that out of the way, to know where you're going during, before your senior year starts, that has to be is that like a big sense of relief for you, Jaden?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a not like a weight lifted off my shoulder, but it's nice to be able to just hone in and put all my energy and focus into this season, because again, it's a big season coming up, and as much as I love handling recruiting and weightlifting and training and then worrying about how we're going to play this season, now it's nice to just put all my energy into getting this team going.
Yeah. Remind everybody what position you play.
I play defensive end and a little bit of D tackle. Oh, and offensive line this year. I'll be joining the O line.
Yeah. So I know that, what's it going to be like? Have you ever played both ways before?
Way back in the way, probably like fourth, fifth grade. But this year, personally, I'm excited. I think as long as everyone's in the right position, and you know what, if I gotta play another position or I gotta extend a little bit more energy to help this team win and get another win, and if that difference between me not playing O line is 4-5 and me playing O line is, you know, 8-0 or whatever, I'm 100% willing to play offensive line for this football
Right.
team.
Um, can you believe that you're a senior and what's it going to be like knowing that this is it? You only got one more shot at this thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to like slowly, like, man, I'm about halfway through my senior year summer, senior football year summer, and it's like, it's a lot. I don't think it's fully sunk in yet for me. I think it will start to sink in at our camps this year, realizing this is the last time I'm going to be doing these types of camps with these
Yeah.
guys. And I think for me personally, it's going to be about leaving an impact on some of these guys that are going to have, 3 more years. I remember back starting, I mean, when I had Tom McKernan, we were walking down one of the hallways at ONU, and he was like, "Man, you believe you got 3 more of these?" Now I got one more, which is crazy, but I remember him telling me that. So I think biggest thing now is just leaving my impact on those younger guys so they can be in a better place or, go to college one day.
Yeah. ONU's
That's
coming
something
up.
they love.
Absolutely. ONU's coming up. I know how special is going to that college and just to get away. And I know that's been there ever since Coach Lemons got there. What is it like to go down to ONU?
Honestly, it is like not like a senior spring break, but it is awesome. I love ONU, and a lot of people, especially the incoming class. And I remember I was scared my first year going down there, like, oh, it's my first time really doing stuff with all the older guys, but it is just a great time. There's nothing more than you literally all you got to worry about is football, food, and hanging out with some of the most best friends you're going to ever make in your life down there. And it's just 3 days of fun. I actually look forward. I have a calendar in my room with these 3 days circled. I've been counting down. Like I did that last year too. It's I love it. I love it. It's so hard to describe the feeling of going down there because it's like, oh, you gotta play football, but I love it. I love it. My favorite.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jaden, I know we know plenty about you, but let's get to know you some more. With this year's famous 10 burning questions. You ready, bud?
Now I'm ready.
Okay, so do you feel like you can get more done in the morning or at night?
I'm gonna say in the morning. I think I'm definitely more of a morning person. So I think when I'm waking up, I'm just pounding it out so I can have a lighter load in the afternoon.
Okay. What's the hardest class you've ever taken?
Ooh, hardest class I ever think? Probably advanced placement world history. That was a struggle.
Yeah. I mean, whenever the two letters AP are in front of it, you know it's going to be a challenge.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
but you got through it. So, what is a food that you will never eat?
Food that I will never eat, sushi. I hate sushi.
No sushi zen trips for you?
I actually that's the funny thing. Sushi Zen, you go there, you can get the chicken over rice with the katsu sauce. I'm fine going to sushi. I just won't eat the sushi. Just
Okay.
give me some chicken and rice.
Yeah.
But I do love sushi Zen for that, but not the sushi.
What's the biggest thing people don't understand about high school football?
The time commitment. Like I get it. Like a lot of them, they make the joke that it's a year-round job, but like if you want to get something out of it and you want to, maybe go somewhere or win some games or make some friends, you got to put as much time as you're willing to put into it to get what you want out of it.
Yeah. Um, okay. So, what's the biggest thing on your bucket list right now?
Bucket list for like football wise or just life?
Anything.
Ooh, I would like to win the division this year. That's my if I had to do one thing this season, it would be to win this division.
Okay. What are three things you can't survive without?
I'm gonna go my bed. Need that. I'm gonna say water. I'm big on water. I think I have more water than I ever need to in a day.
Yeah,
But I think I notice going through the days when I've had water and haven't, and I think water
yeah,
is my lifeline.
yeah,
And I'm gonna say my Birkenstock slides so much easier than putting shoes on and tying my shoes and putting socks on. Instead,
yeah,
I can just throw on those, grab my cleats, and get out the door real fast.
absolutely.
Lifesavers every time.
Absolutely. Okay, rank your top five places to eat.
Top five places to eat. There might be
One,
some.
okay, one, everything counts. Restaurants, fast food, premium fast food, all that.
One's
One's the
best,
best,
five's worst.
five is, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna just start at one. LR Bowl in downtown Brighton. If you haven't had it, you're looking for a
Where's
great
this?
place to get some
What
food.
is this?
LR Bowl. It's
Where is
like
that?
down.
Downtown. Okay, where's
You know
that?
where the pound's at?
Yeah.
It's right across. It's that red building right across.
Oh, okay. I just have never gone there.
Yeah, it is fabulous. I would if I could eat one meal the rest of my life, I'd go there every time.
Okay.
Number two, I'm gonna go probably salsaritas.
Okay.
I'm a big Mexican guy, which leads me in number three is gonna be Chipotle.
Okay.
I know it's a typical answer. Number four, probably tropical smoothie.
Okay.
I'm gonna go five. We'll go Panda Express. Got to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's you've gotten right. It's like right in that spot, like right there, and you know where I'm talking about.
oh yeah,
That's like the spot for a lot of people.
oh yeah. You can find me in there maybe once a day,
It's
maybe.
like you got Mod, you got let's see what else is in there. Chipotle,
Five Guys.
Five Guys.
It's
That's
it's
tough.
it's not missing a lot over there.
Absolutely. What's the most proudest accomplishment you've ever had?
Proudest accomplishment, probably the Army commitment. I think that would be for me because I remember there was a certain point in my life where it was like, how am I ever supposed to figure out a way to get to college? And that was probably like 4 years ago until I was slowly introduced. Now I'm here, and it's like 4 years ago, I wouldn't have believed it. Honestly, I
Right.
didn't had no clue about any like recruiting, camps, this and that. And now that I'm here, it's like it's been a crazy ride, but I'm definitely proud of it.
Well, to be honest, 4 years ago, a lot, I mean, there was a lot of things that people who didn't really know because obviously, with everything coming out of the pandemic and all that. So
Oh yeah, there's so much changing too, especially with college football.
absolutely. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, so I think I'll just be getting out of West Point or going to serve my 4 years. So
Okay.
should be it.
And finally, if you could tell your younger self something, what would you tell young Jaden?
Probably trust the process. I know you've probably heard that tons of time, but I think there's a lot of times where I was like, am I doing it right? Is this what I should be doing? Is this what I shouldn't be doing? And I think I would have just, if I could have just, you know, followed it, trusted everything that I was doing, trusted what the people were telling me, trusted what the older players on the team were teaching me to do. And instead of worrying about it so much,
Yeah.
just trusted in and also enjoying that process too. I think I look back at it now. I wish I enjoyed a little bit more of the days that Jack Story and Mason Malawi were putting me in the dirt every day instead of complaining about it as much. But
Yeah.
so
All right. Well, Jaden, thanks so much for the time as always. Congrats on your commitment to West Point
thank you.
and best of luck this upcoming season.
Yeah, thank you.